Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're gonna solve one of the problems coming from AI voice agents, especially with Retell AI and also call.com. So there are some of the problems that some user already told us regarding uh, how can I book a calendar, and when I'm booking a calendar it's always told the wrong time and the wrong date. This is a normal kind of things when you are setting up booking calendar, something like that, or checking calendar. And the problem is the chat GPT or the LLM cannot recognize the date, the current date in time. Sometimes they are booking from last year or probably like a previous day, some things like that. So to solve these problems, it's actually very simple. In the problem itself, let's say if you can see here, you need to put like the current date and time. Now here there is now I'm usually we put kind of like current time, current underscore time as dynamic variables here, but I also add another thing which is now as a dynamic variables. So to convert the current underscore time to America/New York EST for current date and time, you can change it to whatever the time zone that you are using, and then always check now before giving that and time reference. Always refer to now when discussing dates for check calendar and booking appointment. This will help to solve that kind of problems. And we will set up another thing, which is the check calendar and also creating a booking. So we just gonna finish all the problems so you can set up your AI agent, your AI voice agent on Retell AI. And you can start calling or booking appointment for you or your clients. All right, we're gonna use GPT 4.1 here, and then we're gonna use CMO for this. For the functions, we're gonna add call transfer here. I'm sorry, not call transfer. We're gonna check calendar availability. I think I always put it like this: check calendar. When you use availability, check the calendar and provide available slots. And we do need API key for call.com. I do love call.com. It's easy, it's free, and you can set up your availability when it comes to booking. If you want to look for your API keys, you can go here down on the settings, and under the settings, you can go to the API key here. We're gonna add a new API key here. This will be test API. I'm gonna make it expiration date into 30 days. And save. I'm gonna copy this. All right. Now to event type ID, you need to create an event first on call.com. So if you goes to the main call.com inside your account, on the event types here, you can create new and then put the title and then probably URL if you have any. This is the default for me, and then descriptions and the durations. I'm gonna close this because I already has it on the schedule test here. Before you copy the event type ID, probably you need to setting up some of the things. Let's say the durations, it's gonna be 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or 45 minutes. Seconds, it will be your availability is gonna be America EST time zone or other things. You can set up the availability here on the left panel below the bookings. On the limits, you can set up either you have a buffer time. Usually I put the buffer time like around 30 minutes before and after event. This makes sure that I have time to recharge before the next meeting. And then you can have the minimum notice, like 2 hours. Then I'm gonna save it first. Okay, and then you can go to the advanced. On the advanced, you can set up your calendar. You can connect your Google Calendar or probably like your Outlook calendar to here. Well, also you can set up, let's say, your name, email address. This is for your customer or your leads to fill in here. This will be automatically filled by AI voice agent when they are sending the data. I put the phone number here, and then I'm gonna close another things because we might not need it. But if you want to add it later on, you can add it yourself by add a question here, and then you can input type either email, phone address, and other things here. You can put the identifier, label, and the placeholder. And so I'm gonna save this part. All right, and then you can, if you do know, you can explore another thing, another like functions or another feature from call.com. All right, for now, what we might need to have another thing is the webhook. This webhook will send a uh, created let's say created event into your NXN here. So let's just say in here you can add a webhook, and then you can settings. I usually like always multiple HTTP methods because like we never know what we will get here. And then I'm gonna use production URL here. I'm gonna copy it, and then I'm gonna put it new webhook here. Enable webhook, and then you can test the webhook here. You can delete some of the things you might not need here. Let's just say if the probably I just either booking created, booking cancelled, or booking rejected, and booking rescheduled. I'm gonna delete the other things. And after that, we're gonna ping test this. And save it. I'm gonna publish. Version 1. Publish. Got it. This is the calendar webhook. We're gonna set up 2 webhook for this. Alright. And we're gonna, oops, wrong one. Ping test. Alright, it's got the status 200 executions here. I'll just say here. We're not gonna like continue this kind of this webhook workflow. You can set it up yourself. Basically, what this will do, whenever there is a booking created, you can get all the data from the call.com. Let's just say here, I'm just gonna put schema so it's easier. I'm gonna close the. Let's just say you have like the attendees and other things, and then you can connect that into your Gmail on Note, and you can send an email reminder or probably introduction email to your leads. All right, we're gonna oops webhook. All right, got it. Now we're gonna continue this. I'm gonna save. Now back again, because like we are gonna look for the event ID. We already set up the event task here. The event ID, you can find it in the URL here. I'm gonna copy it here, and then we're gonna go back here, event type ID. Time zone, you can put the America, New York. Save. All right, we're fixing the check calendar. Now, the important part is appointment. If you're gonna book the calendar, I don't suggest using from Retell because like the feature from Retell sometimes it's not really that good. So what I will do is actually I created a custom functions for this, and then here I'm gonna put a booking appointment. This is for booking appointment or meeting. And then we need to API endpoint. We need to create a new webhook here. We're gonna go back here, and then we're gonna need to create a new workflow on NXN. And then I'm gonna add a webhook here. Like always, I'm gonna allow multiple HTTP methods. You don't need to if you don't want to. You can just get for this, but it's a lot easier for me to have the multiple HTTP methods just to make sure that I can get all the data. Sometimes it got it wrong to the get or to the post, so I always use multiple. I'm gonna put it here. Headers, query parameters, nothing. And then in here, the JSONs. Since we're booking manually, we're creating these tools or functions manually. So we need to set up the parameter shares. I already created here. This is the data that will be sent to our NXN before creating a booking on the NXN. So first you got the type object, and then properties. We need the schedule date here. The type will be string, and then you need to put the description so it's a lot easier for the AI to understand it. It's user date and time in American New York EST. Convert date and time into ISO X601 format. YYYMMDD example here in EST. All right. Email, we need the email, so we don't really need the phone number. If you don't want to, we can just set the email here. Type string, description, user, customer email, require schedule date, and email here. I will let you screenshot this if you want to copy paste the format. I'm gonna copy here and put it here. You can put the options either speak during execution or speak after executions. I'm gonna put it speak during executions. Hold for a second while I book your appointment. I'm gonna save this. Now we already set up. I'm gonna just save booking appointment class. I'm gonna publish this. Version 1. Publish. Got it. All right, now we're gonna test it first, and after that we're gonna build the HTTP to create a booking in call.com. All right, you probably cannot hear it. I'm not really sure. I'll try it later on. I'm gonna touch agent here. Let me try just directly from here. I'm gonna call it.
Hi there, thanks for calling Avexa Agency. This is Jessica. How are you doing today?
Hi, I'm doing great.
That's awesome to hear. And who do I have the pleasure of speaking with today?
It's Arif.
Nice to meet you, Arif. So I see you reached out about our AI voice agent solutions. Is now a good time to chat for a few minutes about what you're looking for?
Yeah, definitely.
Great, thanks, Arif. Just so I can point you in the right direction, what kind of business are you running?
I'm running an agency.
Gotcha, thanks for sharing that. And what specifically got you interested in AI voice agents or chatbots for your agency?
Yeah, we want to automate our warm calls, and also it's gonna be warm leads, and also we're gonna want to automate our inbound.
Interesting. So you're looking to automate both your outbound warm calls and your inbound inquiries. Makes sense. Are you currently handling those calls manually, or do you have some kind of system in place already?
We're doing it manually.
Okay, so if I'm understanding correctly, your team is handling all those calls by hand right now, and you're hoping to free up some time and maybe make things a bit more efficient. Does that sound about right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. We actually work with a lot of agencies facing the same kinds of challenges. The great thing about our AI voice agents is they can handle unlimited calls at the same time, so you'd never miss a potential client, and your team could focus on higher value work instead of repetitive calls. Plus, your business would basically be open 24/7 even after hours. Does that sound like something that could work for your situation?
Yes, definitely.
Awesome. So, what I'd love to do is set up a free demo where we can show you exactly how this would work for your agency. We'll customize it to your specific needs, whether that's automating warm calls, handling inbound inquiries, or both. It's usually about a 20 to 30-minute session over Zoom, and you'll actually see the AI in action. No pressure, no commitment, just a chance to see if it makes sense for you. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Perfect. To send you the calendar invite, what's the best email address to use?
My email address is imrch21@gmail.com.
Great. Let me just confirm that. It's imrc821@gmail.com. Is that right?
You missed an A there. It's iamrch21@gmail.com.
Sorry, let me rephrase that. So it's iamrch21@gmail.com. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Awesome. Thanks for confirming, Arif. And just to double check, is this the best number to reach you if we need to follow up the number you called from? Or is there another number you'd prefer?
Yes, this is the best number.
Perfect. Thanks for confirming that. Now, what does your schedule usually look like? Are mornings or afternoons better for you for a quick Zoom demo?
Can you do like next morning?
Let me check what we've got available for tomorrow morning. One moment. We have several slots open tomorrow morning between 8 a.m. and 12 p.m. Would you prefer something like 8:30 a.m., 10 a.m., or 11:30 a.m.? Which one works best for you?
Mm, 11:30 a.m. is good for me.
Great choice. I'm holding your spot for 11:30 a.m. tomorrow. Let me get that booked for you right now. Hey Arif, just a quick reminder, I've got you scheduled for your free demo tomorrow, Tuesday, February 3rd at 11:30 a.m. You'll see a calendar invite in your inbox at iamrch21@gmail.com with the Zoom link and all the details. If you have any questions or need to reschedule, just let me know. Looking forward to showing you how this can work for your agency.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. Arif, thanks again for your time today. We're excited to show you what's possible for your agency. Have a great rest of your day.
All right. So we already finished it, and then we're gonna see the executions here. Yep, it's here. You can hear it. Probably I will just like put the audio if you cannot hear it, so you can listen that it's actually got the correct date in time for this. And then we can see from the webhook that we got here. Um, it's got the transcript project, transcript tools, cocos. Let me see what we have here. Info, call type, agent ID, custom, transfer to relay concept, going, source time. Oh, here we got a schedule date and then also the email. Now, to build this or to create a booking in call.com, we need to copy this to editor here, and you will get it in the post here. and then we're gonna put the HTTP request, and then the method will be post, I guess. I think like it's post. Let's open the call.com docs/apis reference v2, and then you need to go to the create booking here, so you can get all the things here. And then to make it easier for you, you can just copy the curl here, copy, and then in the booking you can import the curl, import. Now you got everything here already set up, just might need a little bit adjustment here. Let's see, call API versions. All right, I think like we also need, let me check, authorizations. So we need the authorization here. For the authorizations, we're gonna copy it here. It's gonna be on the headers. So let's go to the here, and then we're gonna add the headers here, authorizations. And then for the value, it's gonna be better space, and it's gonna call live here the API key. All right, after this we need to adjust a little bit for this. Let's gonna copy it. Wait, I think like we still need the event ID, event type ID. Do we get it here? Event type ID. Oh yeah, we do get the event type ID. You can just copy it, go back to the JSON editor online here. All right, now the name, oh, we haven't put the name here. I think like in here later on you can put the name here. You can just edit by comma, and then I'm just gonna copy here, Command C, full name. All right, and string, user or customers, full name, and you're gonna copy it back to let me check what do we have here. Email, phone number. I think we will get it later on for the phone number. Yeah, anything URLs, blah 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 blah. Response line in minutes, routing response ID. All right, I think we're just gonna need this. Command C. Now let's go back to Retell AI just to fix a little bit for this one. All right, here, and then oh shit, yeah. One more thing. Sorry for my bad word. We need the require, in the require comma, and then it's gonna be full underscore name. I'm gonna copy it again. I'm gonna put it here. Let's see. All right, and then update. All right, we forgot to put the full name in the JSON. Now we're gonna fix this part. We're just gonna need to put some of the things here. Let's say the name, the time zone will be America underscore New York, email, phone number here. For the booking field response, cause like we don't have this field response here, we only have the email address and phone number. We're not gonna add it, but later on, if you have the field name here, the custom field name, you need to add it here, booking field response on custom fields, and then custom value. In here, I'm sure this is gonna be label, and then this will be the value. All right, I'm gonna delete this. For event type slots, username, team slot, organization slot, guess we don't really need it. The meeting URL, if you want to put the meeting URL, you can put it. Let's just say you can open the Google Meet here, or probably like Zoom, and then you can create a meeting for later, and then you can just copy it here. Sure, it's gonna be the correct one. Where's the JSON that are online? And then you're gonna copy here. and this will be the meeting URL. The location type will be address. Metadata, we will not have this part. Length in minutes, we also don't need it. Email verifications, we don't need it. So we're just gonna delete all of this, and then we're just gonna delete this part. Event type slug, event type ID, and we need to change the event type ID into this. Command C, go back to JSON editor online. Here is the event type ID. Now I'm gonna copy it. Command C, and then we're gonna copy it here. All right. Okay. Now we're going down. Oh, this is a long one. Transcript object, trans tool calls. Call costs. What we need is a schedule date here. Hopefully it's different. It's not supposed to have the -5 here. All right. Let's try it first. If not, then you probably need to like remove this -5 here. But let's try first. If not, then we're gonna need to add another like code just to change this. All right, schedule that is date here. Oops, expressions. Close this part because we only need the scheduled date here. Start. The name, let me just put it Arif here. Later on you will have the full name here, and then you can drag and drop in here. Time zone will be America/New York. The email here will be put it here. For the phone numbers, you can get it either if it's outbound, then it will be to number, but if it's inbound, it's gonna be from number. Because like I'm using it as an inbound now, then I'm gonna use the from number here. All right, we already set up. Save. Now let's try it. Oops. Let's try it. API case done. So what's wrong with this? 27765 as availability. City time zone, yes, limits. Recurring. All right. Basic schedule, it says availability. All right, we do have a little bit problems that I want to fix. Oh, okay. The type will be integrations. I'm sorry for that. I think like, yeah. So we do have some of the problems here. I think like we can delete these locations. Let's try. And then we need to change this by removing let's see. Let's try to change this. So we do have a problems here that we need to debug a little bit. First, the schedule date. like what we're expecting. It's not really working. So to combat these problems, then I'm gonna add another things, which is to convert this into transcript object, transcript tools with calls here. We're gonna go to cloud AI, create a JavaScript code to convert uh, to convert this is only example. Coming in from data input into, so let's see the error here. So they want to have it like this. This will be put on an JavaScript code, so we need to return the data back. All right, let's see the result. All right, here, and then we're gonna put it another. I think like you can do it with another things, but I do like code more here because like I can make sure that it's properly coming back. If you want to try to use a date and time formatting, then you can do that too. I don't mind, as long as it's working, it doesn't matter. All right. Oops, here. I think it's a bit so good. All right, here, and then we're gonna put another here code in JavaScript. I'm just gonna put it here, and then let's see. It should be finishing by now. Oops, not working. It took a lot longer here. Let's see. Okay, I think like I need to refresh this. I don't know why, but it's the new thing is not really that good though. Yeah, like I say, right, it's also coming here. Okay, got it. That's why I always put get and pause here. Sometimes it's just not working. Valid, and valid info. All right, now we're gonna need to copy this part. It's not working with batch processings, multiple items. Here is sample. I'm just gonna copy this, and this is the error message. Let me just copy it here. Well, let's try it again here. All right, we got it here. And then now we need to put a new one here and the start here. The email, we do need to fix this part too. So the body, I'm just gonna close this part, and on the email, and then for the phone number, we're gonna use from number. Here, let's see here, let's save it, and then let's try. We do, if you remember, we have the event type, the address. I kind of like delete that and see if this is working or not. Let's see. All right. All right, something's wrong with this part. I guess it's, let's see. Oh yeah, to repair. All right. This is already correct. Okay, let's put it again. And it's gonna execute step. All right, it's success, and now we're gonna see it. It's coming here. I'm using the Asia time zone, so it's not the correct time here, but it's the correct versions in Asia. In America, New York, it will be 11:30 a.m. EST, and in my place, it's gonna be 11:30 p.m. and it's already correct. It's and it's already here. You can see there's the locations that we just put. It's America, New York. All right, I think that's all. You just need to save this, and now whatever the AI voice agents date and time, and also the booking, it always point out to the correct date and time, just to make sure that your agent is on the correct time zone. And if you have a multiple agents running on a different kind of like time zone, you also need to take account on that part. If you are confused, you can just like pause it and then screenshot. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.